I'm Caitlin Francis.
And I'm Caitlin Nuclo. You're watching Eyewitness News here on the Wax. A lot to talk about. But first, let's say hello to meteorologist Jill Gilardi. Get a check on that first alert forecast. Hey, good morning, Jill. How's it looking out there?
Good morning. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. A little bit of fog you guys have been talking about this morning, but all in all, the weather is shaping up to be very nice. No rain.
It's kind of mild, too.
Yeah, it's a little milder because we have the dew points climbed up a little bit more. So a little bit of moisture in the air, but nothing too crazy. We're not sweating in 2 seconds stepping outside. But yeah, First Alert Live radar has been very quiet for, over 10 days now. And this trend is going to continue, but there are hints of rain chances, but not a big chance. So if you're like, oh, maybe I'm going to have to water, it's probably not going to happen. So you'll probably have to continue to do some watering. All right, visibility down to 1 mile Windsor Locks, 3 Willimantic. As we take a look at some of our eye cams, I haven't seen much in the way of fog, so it's happening outside of those, eye cam locations. 49, the cool spot in Salisbury, and in Hartford, it's 61 degrees. So yeah, a little milder this morning. Mostly cloudy skies throughout the day. We're going to be heading into the upper 70s, low 80s, town by town. Litchfield about 79, 84 Suffield, 82 in Ellington, and 81 in Danielson. Ellington, that rings a bell, right, Caitlin? You're from Ellington. All right. Haddam, 78 degrees, and 79 for the high in Wallingford. So all in all, a very nice day, minus the fact that we're going to see more clouds than we have in quite some time. But we'll break down those rain chances possibly for Wednesday, even through Friday, coming up here very shortly. Caitlin?
All right, thanks, Jill. Let's get you a check on those roads. Heading out the door here, 702, heading to work, maybe bringing the kids to school or the bus stop here this morning. Not doing too bad across the majority of the state here. We are seeing pretty typical congestion build, 84 eastbound, Waterbury to Hartford, and then 95 southbound, New Haven to the George Washington Bridge. Again, we had an earlier incident in Rocky Hill, already cleared, so we're crash and incident free at this time. And daytime construction, if you're planning to leave a little bit later this morning, that daytime road work picks up between 8:30 and 9 o'clock in the morning. So just heads up on that. Live look outside in Hartford. You can see a brief slowdown, 91 southbound in the capital city as traffic is merging onto 84. Live look, some of that fog that we're talking about there in Waterbury, 84 east and westbound in and out of the Mixmaster. Live look in Middletown and in Meriden as well. Things are moving along. That's a quick check at your Connecticut Chevy First Alert traffic report driven by your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
7:03 now, and we're following breaking news this morning. A water main break is impacting folks in Rocky Hill and also parts of Wethersfield. Yeah,
this is all unfolding right on Waters Avenue, so we're going to send things straight out to Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Olivia Schuler, who just arrived on the scene just a few minutes ago. Olivia, what are you seeing?
Caitlin, well, what we know right now is that crews are working on a water main break on Waters Avenue here in Rocky Hill. It's a tough time as parents are working to get their kids ready for school and on that school bus. Here's a picture of what we're seeing right now. You can see that there are 2 trucks, also a police officer on the other side of the road blocking off the way so that people cannot drive through. We did just learn new information from MDC. We're told that it's a 12-inch water main leak on Waters Avenue here in Rocky Hill. MDC crews are on site, as you can see right now in front of you. There are no official road closures yet, but we do know that there are some police officers that blocking off the roads at Waters Avenue. So something you should be aware of. Definitely avoid this area if you can, because there are some cones up blocking the road. Now, typically, these repairs take about 6 to 8 hours. So that is how long we are expecting this road, Waters Avenue here, to be closed off and for crews to repair that water main break. So for any of you that are waking up with us, trying to get out the door, avoid the area of Waters Avenue, but also be mindful that you will be without water for about 6 to 8 hours this afternoon. We're live in Rocky Hill. Olivia Schuler, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Olivia, thank you. Well, as students are on their way to school this morning, district leaders and police are on high alert about threats in Bloomfield, Winchester, and New Milford.
The latest incidents are part of a growing and disturbing trend in our state. Channel 3 Eyewitness News reporter Marcy Jones has more on what you need to know about the last week's 2 violent threats.
Accountability and answers, those are two things that parents are saying they're on the quest for at tonight's safety meeting. Now, Winchester Public Schools are the latest on a long list of districts plagued by threats just weeks into the start of a new school year. On Friday, a Facebook post claimed a student was threatening to bring a gun to school. Just days earlier, school leaders said they were made aware of a threatening note written by a student. Details as to exactly what that note said have not yet been released. While parents say they want a more comprehensive safety plan and details about disciplinary actions, the interim superintendent did send out a letter to parents assuring them that immediate actions were taken. Additionally, both incidents were thoroughly investigated by police and proved to be non-credible threats. However, it's unclear if any arrests have been made. The meeting will take place here at Pearson School's cafeteria at 6 tonight. Parents are welcome to come. However, there will not be a Q&A portion. If they're interested in speaking with the superintendent one-on-one, they're welcome to go online ahead of time to sign up to do so. In Winstead, Marcy Jones, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Today in Bloomfield, parents will notice more police patrols at school drop-off. This comes after the FBI discovered a threat on TikTok that investigators say was sent from Bloomfield. Parents were sent a letter from the interim superintendent, which reads in part, as a cautionary measure, there will be an increase in police presence at our schools in the morning. It's not clear right now if the threat was made by someone affiliated with a local school. We'll keep you posted as we learn more. Also new this morning, we've learned that Scaticoke Middle School in New Milford will be closed today after a threat was made there.
Yeah, police have confirmed to us they are investigating, but details on the threat haven't been released yet, so we're reaching out to district leaders to learn more. Of course, we'll keep you posted here on air and the WFSB app.
And some new information this morning on what officials are calling that second assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
Body cam footage has been released, so let's get straight over to Channel 3's Roger Suzanen on the first alert desk with the very latest. Roger.
Yeah, ladies, we are tracking two big developments that just happened recently. Investigators released body camera footage of that arrest, and Donald Trump discussed the apparent assassination attempt for the first time. That body camera footage shows police arresting Ryan Routh, the man accused of trying to kill Trump at his golf club in West Palm Beach over the weekend. Now, last night on X, the former president described the moments when a Secret Service agent saw what looked like a rifle poking out from the tree line and then fired shots in that direction.
Secret Service knew immediately it was bullets, and they grabbed me. We got into the carts and we moved along pretty good.
He did not fire or get off any shots at our agent. The protective methodologies of the Secret Service were effective.
Now, police arrested Routh about 50 miles away, and investigators say he is a North Carolina native with a lengthy criminal record. We'll share new information with you on this story as soon as we learn it. Live at the First Alert Desk, I'm Roger, Suzanne, and Caitlin. I'll send it back to you.
All right, breaking news overnight. Federal investigators arrested hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs in Manhattan after his grand jury indictment. Prosecutors have yet to release the details, though, about the charges.
This comes after multiple women have accused him of sexual assault. Now, defense lawyers say Combs is cooperating with investigators. He actually relocated to New York last week in anticipation of these charges. Be sure to stay tuned because we are expecting the indictment to be unsealed just a little later this morning.
Officials from OSHA are working with police in Cheshire after a worker was killed on the job by a falling tree. Police say a 50-year-old man was working with a tree company on Chipman Drive when the tree fell in the wrong direction and crushed him. The worker died at the hospital. We do have calls out to police to learn more about all this and the company that he was working for.
The East Hartford Social Services Department stepping in now to help after 4 mobile homes were damaged in a propane explosion. That blast happened right at Rivermead Point North Community, right on Navajo Road yesterday. A demolition crew was using an excavator to tear down a mobile home. That's when they hit a propane line. Thankfully, though, no one was hurt.
A woman is facing manslaughter charges after hitting and killing a DOT worker on the job in Wallingford. Police say Andrew DiDomenico was working on 91 when Denise Lucibello ran him over. She will face a judge next month.
And a teen is in jail this morning after accidentally shooting himself in New Haven. That's because he was wanted in Milford for robbery. Investigators say the gun went off while he was removing the weapon from his waistband, I should say. He's expected to survive his injuries, but remains in police custody.
Well, now this morning, we're working to learn more about the man accused of stalking UConn basketball star Paige Beckers.
Robert, Cole Parmalee has been ordered by a judge to stay away from Paige Beckers as well as the town of Mansfield itself. Now this after police say Parmalee made bizarre and disturbing claims in emails sent to Yukon leaders as well as in social media posts. Parmalee claimed he was a member of the royal family. He wanted to have children with every white woman alive and wanted to marry Beckers.
Parmalee is facing multiple charges, including electronic stalking and harassment.
New information this morning, Michelle Troconis' legal team asking for her release after she was convicted for conspiring to kill Connecticut mom Jennifer Farber-Dulos. Her defense team says her constitutional rights were violated during her trial. This comes as Troconis is fighting contempt charges for showing private Dulos family custody documents and psych evaluations on her laptop screen during the Dulos trial. The judge will address her contempt charge again in November.
Well, changing gears, we have a ooh la la sunrise photo out of Canton. Thank you, Andrew, for sharing that with us. Just some beautiful colors thanks to some high cirrus clouds, kind of similar conditions right now in Torrington, but not everyone's seeing a little bit of blue in the sky. There are some thicker clouds and patchy areas of fog, so just be cautious of that if you're about to head out the door. So we're seeing some cloud cover streaming in, but the real moisture associated with the remnants of the tropical system continues to just stay to our south for now. But some of that and a secondary area of low pressure will be heading in our direction for tomorrow through Friday and could increase that chance for showers. But today it is dry and temperatures will be climbing into the upper 70s, low 80s inland and low to mid 70s along the shoreline. Tomorrow the temperature won't be quite as high. We're not going to see as much sunshine. We could see a few showers later into the evening hours and temperatures into the mid and upper 70s. And then Thursday, a chance for some showers as well. Still trying to nail down the timing, the placement, and any potential amounts. It's a tricky little system we're tracking. We'll explain more on that coming up a little later in your First Alert forecast.